They fucking done it again. Liverpool, you son of a bitch, you've done it again. Liverpool beat Man City. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Liverpool beat Man City 2-0 to go 9 points clear at the top of the Premier League, 11 points ahead of City, and I'm going to talk all about it. As you can tell, I'm not in my studio today. I'm in my kids' room. I actually called work yesterday when Salah's goal went in, told them to stick their job up their arse. I'm not coming in on Monday. Now, there was no one there. It was Sunday, so I get the voicemail this morning. I can't be expected to work when there's fucking magic happening across the pond. So I'm going to try and talk all about the match. I missed the first 15 minutes. I know, I actually saw it, but I was actually putting flat pack furniture together at the time that the match kicked off. It's my own fault. I tried to get it all done beforehand. I had like 20 minutes left. So I'm there doing the flat pack hammering stuff, like looking at my phone like this. And then what I didn't figure out was, I got to clear all the old shit out as well. So I'm lugging shit to the shed. My phone, like, oh. So that wasn't ideal, but it was self-inflicted. I did manage to catch the goal from none other than Big Gak himself. First of all, let's talk about, one, the pass from Trent to Salah, vintage. And then the pass from Salah, with the clarity of a man who's just scored 5 goals in a game, to be able to see... I don't even know how he did it. How he's able to see that ball there. I mean, he said afterwards they do it in training, so I guess that's how they do it. But I audibly gasped when he played that ball. And I think I'm using the technical term here. Bamboozled the shit out of Man City. And Big Gak shins it in. Who gives a fuck? A goal against Real. A goal against City. He really is a Big Gak player, isn't he? I'm sorry, the show is getting too niche now. I have to start leaving something in for new subscribers who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Look, I'll tell you now. I'm giddy. I'm fucking giddy. But Big Gak, after an absolutely dominant first 10 minutes, Big Gak with the goal, fucking yes scale, that's an 8. Now, copyright purgatory rolls on, which means I do have an active copyright strike. So I cannot show you the goals or ever, but I've done this crude drawing to really get the point across as to what happened here. And can I just say, I'm so sorry for how I've drawn Mo Salah. That's pre-goal clarity Salah. He's got the crazy eyes. I'm sorry, Mo, but fucking get in, Big Gak. So it was a great half, and I was still thinking about those Van Dijk headers, to be honest, at halftime. Like the one that hit the post, fair enough, right? That's a bit of a stretch because he was all the way back. But the one where he's like at the 6-yard box and just goes wide, I was like, still thinking about that at halftime. I wasn't too doom and gloomy about it. I'm like, okay, we're ahead. We I'd feel worse if it was 0-0. But the fact that, okay, fine, we have something to show for it. Yes, we could have more, but we're on top here. And yeah, City were a bit better second half. But this is the first time I think that I've watched us play City and thought, oh, we're better than them. Like, not just on this day, on this game. Like, oh, we're a better team than them now. Fucking get in. And to be honest, even in the second half, Van Dijk nearly had a goal as well, just over the crossbar. That was one of those, like, they can't handle the big men, or the big man, sort of things. Because Van Dijk was getting on the end of everything from corners. I'm like, give him a 4th chance. If at first, second and third time you don't succeed, the 4th time is going to get you. And just a few little moments in that half that, just as a total aside, before I get on to the rest of the second half, the Robbo pass to Big Gak, excuse me, near the start of the second half, literally made me go, oh! The McAllister dummy, the Gravenberch doing everything, the Van Dijk clearance, when it's just him and Haaland, the two big dogs running onto it, and he just goes, well, you know what I mean. And then you see Núñez warming up. I'm like, is there a better sight than Darwin Núñez just getting himself ready to come on? I'm like, and we're already winning, and Núñez coming on. It's a fucking party. So then Darwin comes on, Kwanzaa comes on, stays in right back, replacing Trent. I'm like, all right, he'll go centre, Gomez will go right. No, this crazy Dutch bastard, man. So at this stage, there's like 25 minutes to go. I'm standing in front of the TV. Now, for 2 reasons. One, because I'm so engrossed in the match. But two, my my daughter was in the next room. One of her bedrooms is downstairs, and the day before she fell off the bed and like kind of busted her lip a little bit, and I was like, oh fuck. But she was in there again, so I'm standing in front of the TV, and every 2 seconds I'm like checking, like, she okay? You okay? You okay? Fucking come on, you okay? Anyway, let's talk about goal number 2. So you got Nunez ruffling feathers, like, give him the fucking ball. They're like, oh, what are you talking about? Diaz steals it. They have the awareness to not let Salah run onto it because he'd be offside. Diaz is like, fucking leave it, Hermano. Keeper takes him down. What's he doing? Diaz goes down. Everyone's like, the ref, Peno. Like, Salah probably... I got the impression Salah was like 50-50 when the Peno decision was made, because he's probably thinking, I could score right here. I just missed a Peno. But, and I tell you, the moment that I thought, oh, he's grand actually, is when City are all giving out to the ref, and he's there fucking doing keepy ups, waiting for his time. I'm like, oh, he scored this. And so he runs up to take it. I'm like, come on, Mo. And I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, 76 minutes. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. I'm like, come on, Big Mo. And the son of a bitch places it. No, fuck it out. You son of a bitch, Mo. And if I may say, to have the balls to go for a placement right in the corner after you've just put one wide a few days before in another huge game, like, you'd be forgiven for thinking, alright, I'm gonna just fuck it down the middle here. And you probably would have scored it anyway. But the audacity, frankly, for him to, in such a big game, go, you know what? And it's a little bit of both. It was a little bit of power and placement. But he goes right in the corner. Keeper, if he hadn't placed it so well, keeper would have saved it. But he did place it well. And then you got the mean mugging celebration. Oh, I fucking love that one as well. That's that fucking, who else sits on the hoarders or whatever, like, fucking Here's how old I am. I hurt my hand squeezing my fists in celebration of the goal. I'm like, oh, I'm old as shit. Do you know what? The release it gave, knowing that we already had control of the game, and that was going to put us 2-0 on a week where we'd already beat Real 2-0. And these are all the difficult fixtures. Fucking yes, Scale. Well done, Big Mom. Now, as I am in copyright purgatory, can't show you the Peno, but I think this crude drawing really gets the point across. More in than out that time, huh? Shut up, man. And then 2 minutes later, Bernardo Silva, of course, is trying to have a little thing at Salah. Salah's right in his face, laughing at him. Fucking... Then there was one moment of heart and mouth stuff when Van Dijk is trying to do some fancy shit, gives it straight to De Bruyne. Now luckily they've got my brother, Big Keeve, in goal to tidy up a man like Van Dijk, a leader like Big Keeve, to just pat Van Dijk on the head and be like, don't worry mate, I've got you. First of all, great that Big Keeve is even starting. The trust the Slot has in him now. Like, Alisson is well and truly able to play. I was fucking delighted to see Big Keeve. Honestly, like, when you think of keepers, like, sharpness is obviously such an important thing, and form and confidence. Big Keeve is at a 10 currently on all those stats. Yeah, Alisson is probably a better pound for pound keeper. He's the best keeper in the world, what am I even saying? But his sharpness is not fine tuned like Big Keeve's is at the minute, just because of match time. But fucking hell. So Big Keeve saves Van Dijk. I tell you, Van Dijk and Robertson better pool their money together and get Big Keeve the fucking best Christmas present that they've ever given him. Because they owe him. Because they owe him big time. And then by the end, we're just taking the piss, frankly. Diaz giving no look passes, a few little fancy flicks and stuff like that. We just couldn't handle. They just couldn't handle us. And then the final whistle goes, just fucking yes, man. I'm still giddy. I'm laughing. I'm just randomly just laughing out loud throughout my day. On a week where we were supposed to face the real fucking challenge, the two biggest pricks in football, for us anyway, Real and City. I was like, okay, this is the week. This is the big one. And to do it, not only to do it, but to keep 2 clean sheets against both of them, and to do it both comfortably, to make them both look like, if you don't mind me saying, mugs, and to do it so calmly. Like, yes, we were aggressive and we attacked and all that, but the mood was never like, we have to fucking win this game. You know, it was just calm. We just expected that we were going to win. You know, we played like we expected it. And so it's not like, because you would think, okay, fine, Champions League, big game. Now we got to play again in another big game. Like, usually your form, well, not usually, but sometimes your form can dip a little after a Champions League game. It's just fucking cool as you like. We came out the traps first 10 minutes. This team. And what I love about this Slot team is, like, he adapts his approach for every game depending on the team they're playing. Like, under Klopp's regime, it was, we're Liverpool, we're the bollocks, we're going to come to you and we're going to impose our game plan on you, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. And more than often that is exactly what happened. But where Slot, because a lot of the players are being asked to do different things now, and some of them game by game they're doing something a bit different, as a result, when we have a game like this where we're out the traps, all over them, dominant, then we're sitting back a little bit and soaking up the pressure, not really in much danger, then we're hitting lightning fast counter attacks, and then we're back to dominating again. This, like, all these different versions of Liverpool just came together in this one game to be just like, oh, now we're doing this, okay, we'll switch to plan C now. Oh, we're actually on plan D. Okay, back to plan A, lads. A few standout performances. How good was McAllister yesterday? Fucking immense. Van Dijk, incredible again. Trent was very well defensively as well. And Big Mo. Another goal, another assist. And then you have Pep come like this to the Liverpool fans saying you're getting sacked in the morning. I mean, I'm sorry now, but that is rattled behaviour. Maybe he was saying to City's fans, what do you expect? They fucking won 6 European Cups. What do you expect me to do? Who knows? Who knows what he was thinking? But just like midweek, he's scratching himself to bits. This week, he's like, don't forget what I did. Don't forget what I am now. But anyway, that's not our problem. What you know what our problem is? Well, we don't have one right now. So, Liverpool, top of the leagues, 9 points clear. Champions League. What? I mean, just what a week. Is this one of the best weeks to be a Red or what? It's a fucking golden time to be a Red. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you so much, by the way. I got such an unbelievable response to my last video, just saying thanks to you all for being so fucking sound. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to all the comments. There was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lovely comments. It was a great weekend with me hearing how great I am. Well, no, I was so appreciative of it. So thank you so much. And there's merch there as well. Link below if you're into that. Thank you again. And don't worry if you don't buy merch. By the way, there's taxes and fucking shipping and all that the website puts on it. So I get it. You don't worry about that. Just watching the vid is enough. And now we move on to Newcastle. Another hard game away on Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday, back in my beloved studio if my job will take me back. And enjoyed watching the fucking Reds. Enjoy basking in all the highlights and everything that comes with it this week. And I'll see you on Thursday. Up the fucking Reds.